YouTube, what's going on again, man? It's your boy DM Era. Here I am again with a new deck profile for you. This time, this is showcasing my Dark Magician deck profile. Now, those of you that's on my channel, it's been a while since I updated my Dark Magician deck profile, but I just recently updated with some cards, just things to the ban list, play tested it, did some test hands and stuff, and so we'll do all that. Y'all know that I'm always honest with my test hands and my starter hands, just so y'all can get the most purest rawest form. I don't do the combo tutorial. Y'all don't need that. I'm trying to show y'all test hands from scratch of what the deck can do and what the common opening hand is. Okay. Uh, so without that being said, let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. All right. Um, First things first, we run double copies of Dark Magician. It's my favorite artwork right there. Next, we run 3 copies of IOC. All right. We got some crazy plays with this too. I'll show you that later. Um, three copies of Souls. You already know what that's there for. We run 2 copies of Rod. All you need is two. That's it. I run 1 Apprentice. Okay. One DMG, and the one y'all gonna hate, I run 1 Mahad. Okay, now before y'all blast me and go in on me, let me explain why. Okay, and let me just play test and we'll do some stuff. Okay, awesome. As I'm going through, I play 1 Diabellstar. That's all I have. Um, let's see, play 1 Timaeus Dragon. Okay, and that's the monsters. All right, that's the monsters. All right, let's get into the spells. The spells, we play 2 Circle. Okay, I like the old DMG like feel. I like the old DM feel, and yeah, let's get into it. And then of course I played 3 Soul Servants. All right, I played 2 Cosmic Cyclones. Um, just for those back row decks. Cosmic Cyclone's pretty good. Everybody's not main decking back row hate, but I am in this build. Let's see what we got. I play 1 Secrets. 1 Prep. Everybody's ratio is different. Some people playing 3, some people playing 2. I find that 1 is perfect, and you'll see why as we go through the test hands. Play 1 Salvation, and that's all the spells. All right, let's keep going. Now into the traps. Of course, I play 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. This card is goaded against Snake Eyes, y'all, and a lot of different decks. Ice Dragon's Prison is a good meta call for this build. As you can tell, clearly I'm not playing Branded Fusion. I'm not playing no DM deck with all kind of crazy different archetypes that don't even blend together. I'm playing DM the way Konami designed the deck to be played as a control style. And just like the old folks used to say, man, hey, you know, uh, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what it's all about in this build, okay? So we'll get you there, okay? Let's keep going. I also played 2 copies of Network Trap Hole. Network Trap Hole has been my favorite card since it came out way back when. I think it came out like in 2018, 2019 or something like that. Um, it's a card that back when it came out, it wasn't ready for its format, but nowadays, the way the game is, it's perfect for this format. A lot of people, especially some monsters from the main deck, people, especially some monsters from the graveyard, and once they hit the field, you flip that up and it banishes that monster, non-targeting, face down. Okay, so I'm a fan of it. Just rock with me, y'all. Okay. Next, of course, I'm playing the Solemn package. I got 2 strikes in there. Uh, Playing 3 Imperm, and I'm playing 2 Judgment. Okay, um, that's that. My one ofs, I'm playing the 1 Silvera for the Bellstar, but that's all I have. So just rock me on that, please. I'm playing 1 Dark Sacrifice. Now this card is an old school card, and a lot of you are not aware of it really, but it's kind of cool. So what it is it's essentially a third rod. Okay, what it does is that if your opponent activates a card effect that destroys a card you control, um, you can negate it, and then you could send a level 3 or lower dark monster from your deck to grave. Ironically, who can we send? We could send Rod. Okay, we send Rod, and with our other traps, when we flip that trap, we can activate Rod's effect from grave to tribute spellcast to bring Rod back to our hand. So if we don't have a way to get to Rod, or if it's got ashed or whatever, we can't get to Rod, this trap will help you get there too. All right. So, and it's also its protection. I'm also playing one copy of Draco Utopian Aura. I just randomly pulled that not too long ago. It's pretty close. It's a pretty dope counter trap negate. Plus, like I said, it gives you opportunity to banish a card from your hand and steal your opponent's monster from the graveyard that you destroyed. So that's kind of clutch to me. And of course, we got our one ESO. So um, that's it for the traps. Now, let's get into the extra deck. All right, so the extra deck, I'm going to start off with the links. Of course, I got the one Artemis. I play the one Akashic Magician again. I'm going back to this because sometimes your board will end up on Souls and Rod, and you can link them too often, go to a link zone, and potentially bounce a card back non-targeting. Okay, so I like that play. And then, of course, we go into Blackluster Soldier. My link 3. This was like my favorite card to go into. This deck can easily go into BLS easy with the greatest amount of ease. And it's untargetable, undestructible, non-target banish. It can buff attack. It just makes sense to go into it in this style of Dark Magician. Okay, now I got some XZs in here. Okay, don't laugh at me, y'all. Please don't clown me. Just work with me with the open mind, please. All right, here we go. So one, I play Ebon High. Okay, let me explain why. Since this is a control style deck, right, and we have ways to rank up into E7s. I mean, to rank up to sevens. Some of your traps you can activate from a hand. Okay. To me, I think that's kind of clutch, especially for like ESO. You can protect it. So what this does, like once it's on the field on your opponent's turn, your opponent activates anything crazy. You can kind of like play poker with them a little bit, and you can activate your traps as hand traps from the hand. Okay, without them having to like try to play around it. Let them play into your traps more. So as long as you got material, it's not a once per turn. It's not. It doesn't have that. It just says as long as this card has material, which means you have two materials. So on your opponent's turn, you can detach one to activate a trap. Detach one, activate another trap. It's not a once per turn. Also, too, when it's destroyed, it could special summon a Dark Spellcaster monster from hand or deck, and then you could destroy a card on the field, non-targeted. All right. So just be open minded. Let's just try to play the deck a little differently. All right. But for all the traps that we play in this deck, it didn't stop us from playing counter traps. It didn't stop us from playing continuous traps. It just said traps. But we can play quick play spells from the hand, and we can also play traps from the hand as long as we got material with this card. So it's just something new I'm playtesting with, man. It's kind of cool. I like it. It's just something different. That's all. Next, of course, I got the one big eye, and then of course I got Typhon. All right, so that's my XZs. Into the fusions, of course, we play Garura, Mud Dragon, Starring Venom. Of course, that means I have to have Super Poly, so I have Super Poly. I have the Dark Magicians. Of course, the Dragon Knight. That's my favorite. Master of Chaos. Mysterion. Mysterion's pretty good because not only, I mean, I know it still beats up Dragon Link, and Dragon Link's not a thing, but it hits Snake Eyes. So just rock with me, guys. It does beat up Snake Eyes. And of course, we have our two dragons. All right. So that's our extra deck. Now let's get into the side. All right. So as far as the side deck goes, you're going to see why I'm siding certain things. Okay. So let's get into it. My first side, I side the ref package. Okay. That's my ref package that I side. And that's only for going second. You guys have to remember and realize that Dragoon is a great card. Dragoon gets more value going second than first. And I know a lot of Dark Magician decks want to turbo out Dragoon multiple times, but you got to think about it. You only get one negate with that. And then you're losing resources. And then when your opponent sees that you spilled out your best of the deck, they have easy ways to play around it and to beat it going second. Okay, that's if they open optimally. And if not, they can still just bait out your negate and keep going. So why not play a second and then seal the game that way? But either way, enough rant. Let's talk about it. So of course, we play the one vanilla Red Eyes. I play the one Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. I play two Red Eyes Insight, and of course one Red Eyes Fusion. The reason why we do that is, of course, this is for Red Eyes Fusion to make Dragoon stronger. This one is a pseudo souls, but if you can special summon this, you tribute a level 5 higher normal monster, which means, or not tribute, but you send from hand or deck. So this one you can send Dark Magician, and which means souls, you send Dark Magician Girl. Boom, turns on your soul servant to a pot of greed. Got it. 2 red eyes inside. You send 1 red eyes monster from deck to grave. Boom, to search for red eyes fusion. Okay, you have to have 5 ways to get into these cards, and this is my 5 right here. But yeah, this is what I side going second. Always going second. I side that in. Keep going. Of course, I got the 2 super polys. Of course, I run 3 ash. And since Dark Magician has a hard time with hand traps and 1-for-1, we're going to just take that out. We're going to go for the 2 Dark Rulers and the 3 Evenlies. Okay, that's the side deck. Now rock with me for a second, y'all. Just rock with me, okay? Now listen. Now with the deck is all about slow and steady wins the race. It's not all about, this deck is not a turbo out deck and be like, oh, okay, cool. Because with Dark Magician, you want to save your resources, and you want your resources to hit when they can hit. Okay, so just rock with me on that and just be open-minded, please. Again, like I said, I've seen a lot of deck profiles where people are like, oh yeah, let's play 2 soul servants, let's play 2 dragons, let's play, and I'm like, that ain't getting it, that's not hitting it, you know. And a lot of people are not even showing what their opening hand is when they play these cards. And a lot of times I'm like, keep Dark Magician simple for what it was trying to do. It's trying to establish his back row to keep going so it can be uninterrupted. So I feel like the best way to get it going, turn 0 or turn 1, is to try to set up for Dragon Knight first. Get your Dragon Knight set up. Once you get your Dragon Knight in your BLS set up, it's going to be hard for your opponent to out that. It just really is, where you don't need a lot of hand traps. And of course, another thing, elephant in the room, let's talk about it, the Mahad. Got it, okay? I believe in maximizing your opportunity as much as possible. Why have a pot of greed when I can have a graceful charity? Does that make sense? Maybe I'm talking Spanish. I don't know. But let's get into these test hands and let's see what we're talking about, because we're going to do the raw deal and we're going to figure out what we would look like going first. So going first, we have, of course, oh, hold on, wait. That's the wrong way. Okay. There's Mahad, Apprentice, ESO, Dragon, and DMG. Okay, cool. So maybe that's a break. But let's figure out how we would do this, right? If I had to do this, if I had to play with this hand, all right. This is how I would do it, right? Okay, y'all see my hand, okay? How I would do it is I would go ahead and get rid of Mahad to summon, all right, Apprentice. Apprentice effect acts off, all right, or goes off. What does it give me? Dark Magician right there, okay? All right, just rock with me. All right, so we got that. So then I'll activate the dragon, okay? Tamaya's Dragon says I could send any card from my hand or field that mentions Dark Magician. So we'll send DMG Girl, okay, to special out the dragon. Now, once the dragon's on the field, guess what I can do? I can fusion summon, right? So boom, we'll fusion summon the dragon and Dark Magician to go into what? We're going to our Dragon Knight, right? And I'm playing my cards upside down so y'all can see. So just rock with me. So we're going to the Dragon Knight, and then guess what else is in hand? ESO. So of course I will set the ESO. There we go. Dragon Knight, ESO, and Apprentice. So then boom, guess what happens, right? On our opponent's turn, we can flip up. Boom, Dragon Knight, or boom, Eternal Soul. Bring out DMG, okay? And then go, all right? That's if we wanted to do that, all right? Or let's say on the end phase, that's how I would do. On the end phase, I will flip this up, and then boom, and then we draw a card again. Okay, cool, we draw to another DM. But at that point, we could just go link off, okay? Link off, make BLS, Eternal Soul, bring back. Now we got a decent board setup, all right? So that's one hand. Let's go again. Let's see. I just want y'all to see my hands along with me, okay? Because I don't want y'all, like any other YouTuber out there or any other Dark Magician player, they talk about a good deck, but they don't never show you raw test hands. They don't never show you raw, like, oh, what my plays can be or what my move can be. Now, granted, I could have made Dragoon, but I didn't want to make Dragoon. I wanted to establish my board first. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? So let's try it again, all right? So if I win first, all right, let's see what my hand will be. No, that's the wrong way. So I'm sorry. Okay, the Dragon, Imperm, Ice Dragon's Prison, Judgment, and Rod. Okay, that's us going first. Now let's try it again. Right? Let's see what our hand would do. What I would do, okay. Of course, I play Rod. Right? Okay. If I play Rod, hopefully it doesn't get ashed or whatever the case may be. We can search for, we can search for anything. So let's see. What will we search for? Let's see. Of course, optimal plays probably search for Soul Servant, right? Okay. All right. You search for Soul Servant. Okay. We will activate Timaeus' effect to put him in grave so we can recycle him for next turn, right? All right, cool. Send him off. All right. We set our 3 back row, which is Judgment, Ice Dragon's Prison, and Imperm. Now, mind you, keep in mind our traps will be considered our hand traps. Okay. Boom. Okay. And of course, we got Soul Servant. All right. Or scratch it, scratch all that. Okay. Let's say we didn't do that. Let's say we did not get rid of him. Let's say we linked him off. Okay. We keep him in hand. We activate Rod's effect. Rod's effect go off. Boom. We can go into, who's the other spellcaster girl? What's her name? Okay. We can go into Artemis. All right. We go into Artemis. Okay. We set our back row cards. Okay. And that's our board. All right. So what we would do is, okay, on our opponent's turn, they activate anything crazy, okay? We have plays. We do. We definitely have plays. All right. So we have, if they activate anything, we got Imperm. Okay, cool. 1 negate. After anything else, or they trying to keep going anything else, we got Ice Dragon's Prison. Take, banish resources. Okay, cool. If they have no more plays or if they have anything else on the end phase, of course, we flip up. What I like to do is flip this up and stack. It may not be the best move for you, but for me personally, it works every time. Where is he at? I like to stack Mahad. Okay? I like to stack Mahad because he's an automatic free summon. So we tribute her off. We get Rod back. Okay? Rod back to our hand. That's gone. Boom. On our turn, we draw, reveal, Mahad. Okay? Free. That's a free special summon right there off the rip. All right? And then from there, we still have our judgment and stuff like that. And then we could go again if we wanted to. Then we can normal summon. All right? Normal summon again. We could draw anything. Let's just say we search for another Soul Servant, right? All right. Search for another Soul Servant. And also, too, keep in mind, all right, once I get it, I'm getting Chaos Angel, all right? And if you didn't want to use this, okay, or whatever, you can make Chaos Angel with Rod and Mahad. But keep in mind, Mahad is a light and Rod is a dark, which means Chaos Angel will have both of his effect, meaning protection from card effects, and all your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So why not go halfway when you go full? So that's just a little something that I got right there. But that's just a little something. Let me do one more test hand because, best out of 3. Let me do one more test hand, okay, and just show y'all what I have going on. And I'm sorry that this video is long. I just wanted to show y'all these raw test hands. That's it, okay, for a control style deck. Just please rock with me, all right? One more hand and that's it. Okay. All right. So here we go. Nope. And obviously, if you go second, take out all your traps because traps don't do nothing going second. Inside in your ref package, and your hand traps or your dark ruler and your evenly, super polys, slide all that stuff in for go second, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So here we go. 1, Dark Magician, IOC, IOC, Rod, Imperm. Okay? Again, that's our starting hand, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is raw. This is uncut. This is not, the deck's not pre-stacked. You watch me shuffle. You watch me cut it. And these are my hands going first every time. Okay? I can activate ILC, send Dark Magician back, get Souls. Souls, I got Rod, boom, those two go off. We can make, whatever. I have an imperm, I have a hand effect. Okay. So yeah. So this is my Dark Magician build, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Again, I'm sorry that the video was long, but thank you again for rocking with me. Thank you to all my fans, all my subscribers. If you guys like this channel, please subscribe to me. I'm going to be the only one out here giving you a raw Dark Magician deck profile. Y'all can figure combos out. Y'all know combos. I want to show y'all actual real live test hands and off the top of the deck, off the top of the dome. Like, these are what my hands looking like. It may not be the best hands to you, but at least you have a play with every. I did 3 hands, 3 different hands, and y'all seen that all 3 hands I had plays. That's all I'm just trying to show you. So again, thank you to all my fans, all my subscribers. Please like, comment, subscribe on the video, and I'll have more DM support for you soon. More Dark Magician videos as the meta transforms and goes into something else. And yeah, DM best deck. Deuces.